Hello everyone, my name is Barbara Gutierrez and I will talk about the negative adverbs. Before we start, we have to know what is an adverb. An adverb is a word that is used to change, modify, or qualify several types of words, including an adjective, adverb, or another adverb. Normally, they help paint a fuller picture by describing of how, where, when, in what manner, and to what extent something is done or happened in a sentence. The purpose of creating this poster is to inform people about the use of negative adverbs and their importance for the language. There are many adverbs in English that have the power to make the sentence negative. These are words or phrases that are used to limit, emphasize, or dramatize a sentence and are called negative adverbials. They imply negative meaning and negate the whole statement, and makes the sentence striking and surprising. Some adverbs have negative meaning. We have to know that according to the context, we can use different adverbs to make the sentence negative. The most common to use are no or not. The most usual way in which negative sentence are constructed in English is with this adverb. Depending on the meaning you want to give to the sentence, it can be used in different ways. Normally, we see it used for indicate negation, denial, refusal, or prohibition. We can say, she has free time to play football, but using the adverb no, we can transform the sentence in this way. She has no time to play football. We can also use not together with verb or auxiliary verb to make a sentence negative, like I do play football to I do not play football. Some of these adverbs can mean almost not, like hardly or scarcely. Example with this is there was hardly a cloud in the sky. We can also find adverbs that we can use to express not often or not ever, like seldom and no longer. An example, sadly, Andrew and Bradley are no longer friends. Some adverbs to emphasize quick succession of events can be no sooner or barely. These are the same negative adverbs that mean almost not, but when we use them for events in quick succession, we must use them in combination with either when. Example, I had barely walked to the door when she called. Negative adverbs are used in the middle position most of the time. Also, it is really common for adverb to be used at the beginning of a sentence. We can also find negative adverbials, which are phrases that modify a verb, adjective, or adverb for total negation, such as under or in no circumstance, in no way, on no condition. The importance. We use negative adverb all the time in regular conversation, so a lot of these words should be familiar to us. Negative doesn't necessarily mean that something is bad or that you have a negative attitude. It just means you're negating something. In other words, stating that the opposite is true. You could be referring to anything, good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. With the information given in this activity, we can delve further in this side of the conversation than later in explained. And we'll learn more about how, when, and which of these adverbs we can use so that our conversation can flow more naturally and more easily. Thanks for listening.